Behold,
behold,
there was a dead man carried out.
there was who?
A dead man
A dead man.
carried out.
Wait, sir. A dead man, not a sick man. Father, bless your word in Jesus' name. Not a sick man, not a poor man, but this is a dead man. You hear me? And when I say that now, when a man is poor, everything is gone. Poverty is not the last thing. Death is the last thing. That was why David said to himself, it was not God that said it. God did not say he will not die, because he created life and death. David says, with long life shall he satisfy me. And David was the one that says, I shall not die, but live. I hear a woman praying, the woman was saying, Father, remember your word. You said, I shall not die. Oh God, all David could his own, that he shall not die. So you, what are you saying about your own? David said to himself, he said, I shall not die, but live to testify. People that say they will not die, they should avoid death. I shall not die, but you don't go to trail like I put you nozo. Now read on. He saw a dead man carried out. Now, read on.
The son of his mother.
Sorry, sir.
The only son
This
of
dead
the mother.
man, not just is just a dead man, but the Bible makes us to understand that this is the only son of the mother.
And she was a widow. And she was a widow.
This woman is a widow.
And much people of the city was with them.
Much people of the city
Was with her.
they were with her. Read on, sir.
And when the Lord saw her,
Now, when the Lord saw her, stop there. I'll be reading with you small. Now, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. In every village, there are people that praise for where they will go and eat rice. In every village, you know the people who just go around. Not every wedding ceremony, not everybody you see there are there because they know the bride or the groom. Most of them are just passerbyers. Most of them are underground. Most of them will do waterproof. Not every burial you see that people that are crying, that the person that died are related to them. I've seen a woman who, I don't know also. This woman she lost the husband, her husband's sister or whatever, and she was crying. She was crying, she was crying. They were holding her and said, stop crying. Yes, you know, I won't be a boy. In fact, they can't go. So when they were closing the grave, the woman wanted to jump in. They were holding her, and they get there. So Fonya Raga Fewe said, Madam Blaga Osha. The woman rip on so thum. Oshinada. Oshinada no. The woman rip on so vum. Onye so won't be a boy. Listen, life is sweet. Don't pray to die. Don't even pray. I don't know people who went and hang themselves. Man, then I get one snipe and war. Listen, don't even ever in your life imagine committing suicide. Can't make a commit to suicide. We wouldn't do give me something. Or giga one pharmacist, a give me experiment. You must not just kill yourself. This life, I better, is ofumbia. We are not rehearsing the life. We are living the life. Many people have 70 years to live on earth. Many have 50. Many have 100 and something. And many have 200. Many have even 20. Many have 10. You cannot say, I am rehearsing what I will do tomorrow. We are living our life. Any day you waste, you have wasted it. And there are people who have 20 years to live, for instance. They have used 10 years to sleep. Use 5 years to watch TV. Then check how many years remaining for them to be successful. Now, this woman in the Bible happens to be a widow. The word widow is not a family name. No woman will give birth in life and call her child, you are a widow. A woman will never give birth in life and someone give widow. I say shan me baptism or name ceremony. And what again? I say one widow. The word widow is a general name. As long as you have a husband and your husband died even after 1 minute after your wedding, you have become a widow. Your husband even died on the day of the wedding day, you were like a widow. And hear me, every woman here, hear me very well. If your husband is alive, value your husband. You may not know what your husband protests for you. It may not know, you may he will this. Even if your husband value that man that is your husband. There are people that will respect you knowing that your husband is alive. A sick dog is better than even a dead one. So always celebrate your husband, always value your husband. When we the other day, now what bank could do here? This man, he was driving. This man was driving on a Wednesday. The front tire motor fepo, boom, dash, my bomber, swoya, boy, the whole back bomber scatter. And I just bought that thing 50-something thousand. Didn't scatter. The man nearly down. Said Biko. And Biko, I was not looking at even the bomber that scattered. I was looking at the face of this young boy. The way he was begging. So I said, no problem. I was even there. Some people crossed the road and saw me. I said, hey, pastor. Passengers who were in the car, I know them now. They will never pity for you. Oga, give my money back. Oga, give my money. The car don't spoil. Move fire number. The man said, okay, wait. Let me put up in another bus. He managed to put him in another bus. Do you know that day was on a Wednesday? On a Thursday, opposite that place, the man car was still parked there. And I know the car. So it's like he entered there, he wanted to buy something from the market and came there. And I happened to talk to the man. Say, okay, how far? Man say, you spoiled my car yesterday. Just saw the big you leggy, non-leggy fat, now family and buying but this, that. We are still talking, the phone ring here. The wife was shouting at him. See, other men are there. Husband, get this in a mechanic, turned up, but we're mechanic. If you know what men go through in a day, you will value the one you call your husband. You may not know the value of that man you call your husband until the day he dies. Most of you that complain that I don't answer your call most time, or my wife na calls here. If I enter Lagos like this van, she will take my phone and go and hide it. Because all matter, I can receive call and I will run away. Always value the man you call your husband. Because anything that happens to the man, even if you are Mrs. Doctor, whatever, I got turned out to be what? Widow. Our widow, she must be a widow. Our widow, I must go as a widow. This woman, and when the husband died, before the husband died, she has a son. She has a son. But sorry, I'm just digressing a little bit. Why is it that in Nigeria men die before the wife? Why? Igwe, why? Why must a man die before the wife? And alcohol too much. Everywhere. Why is it that men die before the wife? I would have one man say, you will die before your wife. That's that God forbid. Daddy, let my wife die before me. You say why? Listen, no matter who you are, even a boy of 20 years, if he marries today, he has carried load on the head. Prayer of every woman is, God, I need what? A husband. Many of you, Daddy, I want to marry. Daddy, marry. Hey, cheerful that after marriage that I stay more. Is that the difference between God settle me than God I want to marry? A lot of people are walking out of their marriage, and a lot of people are entering into marriage. I see women who left their marriage and say, I'm not going to marry again. And I see people who are praying, I want to marry. Holy Ghost fire, marriage. I got a mountain one day. Oh, we are praying. I saw about 8 girls. They came all the way from River State. Mountain. They get to fast for 3 days. God should give them husband. Say, child. Why there are some women who are telling their husband he was around, and then when they know somewhere not church. And I pray for all the men here, you will not die before your wife. And your wife will not die before you. 2 of you will die together. This woman lost the husband, and people gathered. People gathered and they mourned the husband. I believe as a woman, she cried. Why? Part of her is no more. Sometimes she will not talk where others are talking. Why? Because the husband is no more. In the family meeting, she will be the last to talk. Why? The man who could have represented her is no more talking. Sometimes you see me do what I do or fight people I fight because of widows. And when the next thing you will see, a brother who never supported the husband for 1 day will just come from nowhere. Came even yesterday. You know what here now? What back here? The man just died on Thursday. Thursday. 1 year okay, Sheila Lagos Bata. That Brumota Abo, the man with Bula village. I charge Nekele. Brumota Abo, the man with an Obulala village. Bruki. Naturally document itself. Okay, just one few days ago. Yeah, but not my boss. Or you got the Hebrew 1 year. You over Vom, Brumota Abo, Bulagali village. But here, I pray for you, all the women here. Anything that will make you to cry for another person to take your sweat, may that person die tomorrow morning. There are people that are smiling with you now as a wife. Our wife. Any day they hear your husband is no more, they go change them for you. The next thing you will hear is that you kill your husband. If a wife dies, most of them will suspect the man, and the man will go scot-free. But if a husband dies, you will see most people, they will call the wife, she go and swear. They will sometimes they will even bath the dead body and give the woman to drink. Women are suffering, forget about it. And that is why in life, only just a husband, pray for your husband always. No matter the character, don't worry. Pray for the person. If your husband is beating on you, on a cookie here, pray for him. Before you log a change, and it's still beating you till now. Still pray for him. This woman was left alone. The only happiness she has was that she has a son. A success without a successor is of no use. Some of them were afraid of the farmlands, of the investment of this man. Why? Because there is a son that this man has. They know that as long as tradition demands that the son will inherit everything the father has. So people that killed the father, they made mistake. They made a very big mistake. They could have killed both of them the same day so that they can claim whatever they want to claim. But they killed the father died. And they were still having hope that one day that they will kill the only son. A boy just passed school, graduate, youth service. They don't have a back on Maya. Say, Mommy, thank you. After all these years, come again, Anambra here. Back on Maya, say, Mommy, thank you. After all these years, when Daddy left, Papa died, you took care of us. And you trained me in school so I can get a good work and train others. Mommy, thank you. After thanking the mother, she left. The mother was crying. From crying, he became mad. That boy ran mad for 4 years. What happened in Anambra State? But where they got the boy was in Kogi State. How Mojukuga Kogi, nobody knows. Mara! Just like that. And this boy, hey, I've been at school, all the brilliant, but always Curtis, always Capone. They fear him in the family. He doesn't tolerate anything. Give anyhow. You should school, bro boys in Ghana village. When they saw the boy have graduated, the next thing they did was they know they cannot kill him. Maybe I gotta do a say. I gotta say this boy cannot kill the boy. What they could do was to make the boy mad. The boy just ran mad. 4 years, the boy ran mad. In the midst of the madness, uncle. In the midst of the madness, the uncle was the fence. No whether Allah, no whether what that belongs to them. But our mother every day, Bible says, and it came to pass that day. Everybody has a day. One thing with nature is this: nothing lasts forever. You see, juju they expire. Juju, it expire. The day the boy got himself, people thought he was dead. He got himself in Kogi, and he ran to a church. He was in that church for like 1 month. They were trying to help him and everything. When the boy now came back to the village and they saw that he couldn't recognize the mother's house again. Yeah, I heard that now. Ammunition everywhere. Only the entrance of the boy. Hey. I don't know who I'm talking to here. But any strong man you have, or any strong child you have, any financial pillar in your family, or anything you have in a jail to honor, that your enemies are just targeting to disgrace out of your hand. If I hear one amen, God will disgrace your enemy. If that amen is louder, God will start from your family. A boy was traveling. I want the boy in this church. The mother said, Daddy, I gave him everything. I'm going to oversee. What the boy said, if you are traveling, don't tell anybody. Let your mother know. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell even your uncle. Don't tell even your friends. Visa, Master, I hope. They don't have a passport here. I was the one who had a passport. Master, don't worry. I will use my hand and get an agent and make the visa. Master, don't tell anybody. You're gonna post on Facebook one day, say, very soon I will send Nigeria bye-bye. Master, come on, go and delete that thing. He deleted it. Master, don't even tell anyone you are traveling. The only son is your mom and a family. Do you know? Obuneke, Agawa, a male travel, Gawa Spain. Yeah, ban a plane. Say pitch on a plane. Crap. Kasi take off. Yeah, say Nigeria bye-bye, coming back in a grand way. One uncle ya for the picture, copy here. Daddy, make me on how may travel? Maya Empire here. Bought the woman in the village. So, one work me travel. A butter for my own blessing. Yeah, so no problem. Those Shigako Shalota. The boy landed, vam, as he landed in the airport, landed at the country, Goa. Back, immigration they check just checking the visa and other things. All and they go to the country, ink from nowhere, ink from nowhere. They turn at the visa, tam. They check as now a fake visa. Check ink, it may be everything. Where the ink came from, nobody knew, and he was deported back. Immediately he was deported back. He on the phone. The first person that called him was an uncle. Uncle said, "Welcome back to Nigeria." And when they, you see, in Nigeria, and when they don't have power to make you go up, but they have power to give you a chair, give you one bad shoe, give you more belts, give you one bad luck or the other. And that's why in life, Bible says, be strong. He said, be strong, so you can be able to stand against the wheels. Do you think that even the way you wear clothes, they like it? You are crying that I don't have money. Do you think they are even happy that you are even talking that you don't have money? Do you think that they are even happy that you just buried one child? And you say, yeah, I know my enemies have succeeded. They have not succeeded. They are still looking for more. Affliction can never rise again for the second time. But when it happened again and again, it is no more affliction. It is not a pattern. And any problem you don't treat now, if you don't treat any case now, oh, voila, 1 week ago, oh, voila, oh, since last year, oh, since last 2 years, oh, 5 years. In fact, all is generational. And that's why, whenever you notice anything now, don't suspect it. Shake hands, try to. I was talking to my pastors the other day in Lagos. Small house, something. Your health, even health. Don't joke with your health. No. Go and check yourself. Don't even suspect and say this or that. My brother, listen. Only one. The day you will die, Again about the casino, you're struggling. You are helping people. The day you die, most of the people you are helping will not come for your burial. Oh my God. Most of the people you say you are helping, the day you die, they will not come for your burial. And that's why you cannot die now. You cannot die now. He turned to Jesus and said, I cannot die now. I cannot die now. What Jesus said? As a Chijioke won't go why. Most of you that be burial. All you can say I will be my piano dog. Why be burial? Or why you burial juice? Holy Ghost fire. Somebody say fire. When the husband died, the next target was the only son. Brother, that thing that keeps you happy, that source of your happiness, brother, Chijioke. That thing that puts food on your table, that thing that when you remember it will be a cash go be. Don't you ever joke with it, because that is the target of your enemies. The enemies know that if they want to bring down this church now, they don't need to start digging this ground. They will target on the pillars of the church. If the pillars can go down, the whole house will go down. Don't you ever in life, don't you ever in life you hear one day, listen, don't give the enemy space to get hold of your source. If your enemy, and that's how I watch some people. Sometimes I watch them really higher. Do you know there is a man you introduce to a man. The man you introduce to the man will take the man from you. There are some information that is meant for you alone. If you want to help the person through yourself. Giving out the contact to the person. Only one ashiri. Agakoni shigi. The man is deleted. And him in Nigeria, ashiri is stronger than juju. Ashiri is stronger than juju. The only happiness of this woman was the only son. And Bible says he grew to be a man. He became a man. Bible says a dead man, not a dead son, a dead boy. He became a man that can take over the inheritance of the father and the mother who here who the only thing that can one you will be. If this, though my husband is dead, but this child is my son and my husband. This child is the one that will take care of me in my old age. This child, the mother invested everything she had in the life of the son. But he never knew that the day he was still planning on how to make the son become great, that the enemies were still planning how to bring the son down. Bible says whenever the children of God gather, they also gather. Hear me. Anytime you are planning for success, there are people planning for your own downfall. Whenever you are planning to go up, there are people that are planning to bring you down. Bible says a great door and a fessure have been opened, but there are many adversaries. Many adversaries. Many adversaries. Many adversaries. A man can kill a brother because of a land. A man can kill anything because of a land. And I know what they were dragging was just one day they targeted the boy. They were waiting for a particular day to hit this boy. Waiting for a particular day, I can hit this boy so this boy will die. They don't want to kill the woman because they know that if they kill the woman, that is still of no use. Even the woman will still die, but the son will still make family, and the son will still control the lineage of the father. The history of the father with the family will not end. What they want to do is to silence the whole man, so that there will not be any successor in the family. Hear me? I don't know the person who is just making inquiry. Now address here na kashigobi. Now address here na nyego. Now address the manager again. Now address the one not daughter around you. Hear me and hear me well. If they don't change in the next 13 days to come, madness will visit them. A better amen will go far. They were targeting the boy. Who knows the places they went looking for mirrors, looking for how to stop the boy, looking for how to end the business of the man, looking for how to make this man or this boy die all of a sudden. Let me cut it short, ladies and gentlemen. One faithful day, every woman prays to see their children, bury them at their old age. It is an error for parents to bury their children. But this woman just lost the husband and is a widow. Why? All of a sudden, the only son, the only hope she had, failed and died. The only hope she had failed and died. I believe people will gather and ask her questions. And the questions will be, where is your God? Where is your God? Those days, when such things happen, you will see pastors gather themselves together, prayer warriors, praying for the woman. But this day, most of them will even talk, say, that church, where is your pastor now? I got you, where is your God? And that's the prayer I pray every morning before I leave my house. Oh God, may my enemies never ask me, where is your God? May my enemies never ask me may my enemies never ask me one day, Simo, may they never see what they will see in my life, and they will ask me, Akwesi Naga Church. May they never see drug Akwesi na Chineke no Ginso. Because when you need opportunity, there are people waiting for opportunity to come to you, to come down to tell you, don't worry, God give it and God take it. And I pray every morning at the Chineke. Ekwelandi wajomo no wamo. Ekwelande nebo jomo no wam. Ekwelande family jomo no. Hagajumu olebe chima hono. Imana hagajumu olebe Bible mahono. Imana hagajumu olebe bishop mahono. Hagajumu olebe chinake mono. Hagajumu olebe chinake mono. Ekwelandi wajomo nuwo. Ekwelandi wajomo nuwa mo. Ekwelandi wajomo nuwo. Hagajumu olebe chimahono. Imana hagajumu olebe chimahono. Imana hagajumu olebe chimahono. Imana hagajumu olebe chimahono. Hagajumu olebe chimahono. Gente. There are people waiting for opportunity to just laugh at you. The people that are waiting for opportunity, they have been waiting. There are two types of enemies. There are ones who are believing that one day that's your strong man, that's your income, that's your happiness will go. They are by the side watching. And there are people who says over their dead body and they are walking to make sure it comes to pass. When that day comes, you will see they will gather and they will start asking you, Elebe Chijioke gahono, Elebe Bishop gahono, Elebe Babuli nebono, Olebe Chineke gino. Olebe Chineke gino. Olebe Chineke alife. Olebe Chineke nefe gara. Olebe Chineke gino. Orige shabramo. Faith. Then they told me that Sister Faith is dead. I said, are you stupid? Sister Faith is dead. Maybe I got more hospital now. Now, her player from Nebrule from the office. We are now at the hospital. That she is dead, she cannot talk. Man say, shut up your mouth. Why you need me mono? All the dag in that see, I can hear a bishop on her. God forbid. There are. You may say they may not hurt you, but there are somebody they can hit around you. Tom, hit around you. I was in my house, you know what they hear. My wife called me and said that no, they are hitting the gate front and back. I was in the way that day. I don't know what to say. My mom was saying, I have never seen you fear like this before. Yes, but you got water. You got water. See, what will I do? What will I do? I said, but you were a spiritual woman. You see me, more. Do something now. Yes, we got water. Last a few months ago. That day, mommy gave me. I called the police. The phone was ringing, they were not picking. I called the neighbors around the phone, most of them switched off. And the whole dogs in my house are dead. About 5 dogs in Lagos, all of them are dead. They would before. They don't burn the person well. I don't know what to do. Nature. That day I was singing the song Chijioke. The great family have. Don't let anything happen to them. Imagine that now. How about the now, for instance, Babu, my family, or made anything to them? Do you know that all we hear? I got them that day. Chijioke, a lady Kegahoma. There are people that just want to ask you one rubbish question. God will never give them the opportunity. That they broke into the house. Why? Once they entered into the compound, they dropped all their weapons and they turned back and they left. Wait. There is a shout of a king. There is a shout of a king behind every man that God follows. There is a God that follows every man and woman that God follows. There are certain things that can never happen to you. If it happens to you, it's a disgrace to you. When I came today, I was telling somebody yesterday, when I'm saying that I one birthday party on a bomb. That birthday party, since you are bored, there are people that will see me some places and they'll be disappointed. Their Christian life will go down. And when the people that will see me now in some places, their Christian life